Good evening, all you sport fanatics. Yes, tonight I'm going to speak about another topic close to my heart. Another team of mine that I love dearly is the Lions. Lions rugby has been close to my heart for a number of years. If we go back to the days of 1993, where we won our first Super Rugby title. Those days it was the Super 10. You know, that 1993 team that beat the Auckland Blues was a sort of precursor to the 1995 World Cup final at the time. You know, in that Lions team, we had obviously, Francois Pienaar as captain. We had Cobus Wiese, we had Hannes Strydom, we had Henny Leroux, we had Johan Roux at scrum half, we had Rudolf Stroili, we had Barley Swart as props. We had a lot of great players at the time, and the Auckland Blues at that time were probably, a proper New Zealand All Black outfit, with Sean Fitzpatrick, the Frank Bunce, Walter Little, all those type of players. They were a great side, and that game was basically like a All Black South African test match, and the Lions came out on top and won that Super 10, which was sort of a precursor to, the 1995 World Cup final that was to come 2 years later. Sure, Lions rugby has gone through some, many ups and downs over the last 15, 20 years. But, if you look at the era from, last Currie Cup win in 2015, under Johan Ackermann, that's when sort of, that gradual uprise came along with Johan and Swys de Bruin taking on the helm. And, those years, 2016, 2017, 2018, where we made consecutive Super Rugby finals, was probably some of the best rugby I've ever seen at Emirates Airline Park. The expansive game that we played, the players that we produced at that time. If you think of it now, we're looking at Malcolm Marx, we're looking at Kwagga Smith, we're looking at Faf de Klerk, we're looking at Franco Mostert. I mean, these guys are now Springbok stalwarts, and they were part of that great team that obviously nearly won Super Rugby 3 years in a row. I mean, the first final, obviously against the Hurricanes, we came up short in very difficult conditions. Obviously the next one at home against the Crusaders was the one that got away, where unfortunately Kwagga got the red card early in the game, and the Crusaders ended up winning it, which I think that's definitely one that got away that we should have won. I mean, and then the last one was against the Crusaders away again, which was always going to be a tough assignment. After that, we've sort of gone through a bit of a lull again, where sort of rebuilding phase. But now if we look at it, URC, obviously we missed out on, top 8 position, but we finished 9th. But if you look at the young players coming through, it's actually quite exciting. If we look at the Currie Cup at the moment, we find ourselves top of the log. We're going very well. We had a great win against the Bulls on Friday, 57-33, top win. Some great young players coming through. If you look at players like Morne van der Berg, Ruan Venter, these players have got Springbok honours this year, and there's a good couple that are coming through as well. One or two injured, like Henko van Wyk, the centre, who's touted to be a future Springbok. Nico Steyn, the scrum half, had a great game on Friday. So things are looking good, and also under 21 side at the moment are unbeaten in the Currie Cup. So there's a couple of junior Boks in that team too. So the youth coming through at the Lions look very good at the moment. But once again, we've got to look at the battle in keeping our players, because we've lost a number of players over the years to the Bulls and the Sharks and French rugby, Japanese rugby. So it's important that we try and keep hold of these players, because we're building a good nucleus of young talent, and we can't let them go. I mean, we've already lost the Tetsuka brothers, Emmanuel Tetsuka now also going to the Sharks following his brother Vincent. We've lost Jaden Hendrickse, so we've got to try and keep hold of this talent. You know, I was, a bit critical of the management of the Lions after Johan and Swys obviously left. We were sort of in the doldrums for a number of years. But, the last time we won the Currie Cup was 2015. So we're top of the log now, and it's a great opportunity to get some silverware again. It'll be great for Lions supporters, to lift some silverware. It's been nearly 10 years, so it's well overdue. And I think this young team's playing some good rugby. So let's hope we can bring back some of those glory days of, 2015 and 1993. And, Lions supporters deserve something to smile about, and deserve a trophy. We've been long suffering. So yes, Lions rugby is close to my heart as well. I'm sure it is to a number of you out there. And yes, I hope we can lift the Currie Cup this year. We're looking good. We're looking top of the log. And I think it could be our year. Even though the Currie Cup's lost a bit of its gloss with the URC and things like that, Currie Cup's still a prestigious trophy. And for the Lions to get a trophy on the board again would be some achievement, especially with the amount of players that they've lost and some young players coming through. So guys, let's enjoy the rest of the Currie Cup. Let's hope us Lions supporters get something to shout about and something to smile about at the end of this Currie Cup season. And yes, enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be bringing you some